Belize's Foreign Minister Wilfred Elrington and BDF Commander David Jones returned home today from Washington, D.C. Bilateral talks were held at the OAS headquarters with Belize's counterparts from Guatemala. Love News spoke with Minister Elrington on the outcome of yesterday's session.
Meetings take place in phases and stages. They discuss certain aspects of it at one time, and then at another time you discuss other aspects of it. You can't discuss all of it at once. When the conference building measures were done in 2005, it took some time. Negotiations take time to be concluded. I think we should hopefully finish between now and the end of the year. So we had both generals there yesterday, and we had both foreign ministers. It was only the generals and the technical people from the Ministries of Foreign Affairs. On this occasion, we had both Ministers of Foreign Affairs, and then we had the generals as well as the technical staff of both ministries.
According to Commander David Jones, progress was made and the discussions will continue.
The entire negotiations is in relation to this as to what the objective is to have in place something similar to what we have in place for the western border. And that takes time, but we are working on it. There is a mechanism. We are going to be putting into place something in writing which ultimately is going to encapsulate all the issues that we think are relevant in relation to this matter.
As it pertains to the untrammeled access that Belizeans have to the Sarstoon, as was recently announced by the Prime Minister, here is how Minister Elrington explained to the media the current status of that aspect.
I think that was signaled from the time the Prime Minister allowed the statutory instrument to be withdrawn. We took the position that Belizeans can go and come. From the time we withdrew that statutory instrument.
But sir, how much weight does that have?
Cannot go, they do not have untrammeled access.
I don't know if it's so obvious. I do not know whether it is so obvious. I don't know where you have your facts from. I don't know if it is so obvious. Well, it's a process, you go sometimes you are stopped. There are times you go, you are not stopped. And that happens it's since 1937 that this has been happening. And certainly since our independence, our military have been going there every single week. Civilians have been using the river for fishing and from boating, whatever it is. There are times when you have hiccups in the relationship. Government's responsibility is to try to resolve those hiccups. But the intention really is to ultimately cause these things to happen without any problem. Same way in which you can go to any other part of the country, the intention is that you will be able to do the same in the Sarstoon. And we are working on it. We don't have total and complete control over the Guatemalans, but we are working with them and they are working with us to ensure that we have, as the Prime Minister said, untrammeled access.
The talks lasted for about 5 hours yesterday.